Everybody knows Africa has to be united now to have any headway. But how is it going to happen? It's a great question. If I can take this country, then Africa is settled.
Fela was born Olufela Olusegun Oludotun Ransom Kuti on 15th October 1938 in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria. Fela was the first cousin to the Nigerian writer and Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, the first African to win the Nobel Prize for Literature. He attended the Abeokuta Grammar School in Abeokuta, and later he was sent to London in 1958 to study medicine, but decided to study music instead at the Trinity College of Music, the trumpet being his preferred instrument. People look over. While there, he formed the band Kula Lubitos, playing a fusion of jazz and highlife. In 1967, he went to Ghana to think up a new musical direction. That was when Kuti first called his music Afrobeat. In 1969, Fela took the band to the United States, where they spent 10 months in Los Angeles. While there, Fela discovered the Black Power movement through Sandra Smith, now Sandra Isidore, a partisan of the Black Panther Party. In 1977, Fela and the African 70 released the album Zombie. In 1978, Fela married 27 women, many of whom were his dancers, composers, and singers to mark the anniversary of the attack on the Kalakuta Republic. Later, he was to adopt a rotation system of keeping only 12 simultaneous wives. In 1989, Fela and the Egypt 80 released the anti-apartheid Beast of No Nation that depicts on its cover US President Ronald Reagan. Fela's album output slowed in the 1990s, and eventually he stopped releasing albums altogether. In 1993, he and 4 members of the African 70 organization were arrested for murder.
And Mr. M.K. Abiola some time ago went to report to the police on the 27th of August 1979 that I robbed his wife. The police came to investigate this matter. The police found that at that particular time, at 5 o'clock on that day, I was performing on television at about 150 miles away from where this robbery was supposed to take place. So I started on his ass. I wanted the police to charge him for false information.
The battle against military corruption in Nigeria was taking its toll. Rumors also spreading that he was suffering from an illness for which he was refusing treatment. In 1979, he put himself forward for president in Nigeria's first elections for more than a decade, but his candidature was refused. At this time, Fela created a new band called the Egypt 80. On the 3rd of August 1997, Olikoye Ransom Kuti, already a prominent AIDS activist and former Minister of Health, stunned the nation by announcing his younger brother's death a day earlier from Kaposi's sarcoma, which was brought on by AIDS. More than 1 million people attended Fela's funeral at the site of the old shrine compound. A new African shrine has opened since Fela's death in a different section of Lagos under the supervision of his son, Femi Kuti. Now in 2015, Street Media Solution, in conjunction with the new African Shrine, has decided to put an event to demonstrate the significance of Fela's works to the present-day society and also gather as many lovers of Fela's music as possible under one roof.
And Fela has always been with us, and he'll always be with us. This is the 18th year that he died, but his spirit still serenades around the whole country. More or less, you know, Fela is a phenomenon. Fela is a movement.
And I think for the past 18 years, we've lost Fela, and his legacy still lives on. My name is Anikulapo Gold, YBNL Soldier, YBNL Toaster, Okoshade Oko Orente, and I'm honored to be here, the 3rd anniversary of the third Afrobeat festival, and it's been 18 years since Baba Abamieda Fela died.
Also, Afrofusion and JP Inter Project also put up a beautiful remembrance party at the Kalakuta Republic, his former home for the late Fela Anikulapo Kuti.
He's a legend that has to be celebrated, not that needs to be, that has to be celebrated. Like, it is like an obligation. We have to celebrate Fela because he's a great person.
Long live Fela Anikulapo Kuti, long live his legacies, long live his name and his dream. You know, of course, he's actually done tremendously well with his music.
He may be gone, but he still lives forever in our memories. So big shout out to Fela.
Fela's legacies